People make choices. They choose to drink, they choose to ingest drugs, whether it be legal drugs or pharmaceutical drugs, and then they make the decision to drive, and that's what's dangerous.
We're tracking a new push to make big changes to DUI laws in Nevada with tougher penalties for offenders who kill others, even if it's their first time caught driving while impaired. Good evening, everyone. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Jim Snyder.
And I'm Marie Mortera. The Nevada legislature today heard Senate Bill 304, which proposes changes to current state laws by implementing stricter penalties for DUI drivers. Sandy Heverly, the executive director of Stop DUI Nevada, believes the bill could enhance road safety.
What we're trying to do is eliminate the 3 prior DUIs that are required in order to prosecute a DUI death under that law. Why are we giving people 3 chances to kill us? It doesn't make sense.
And testifying in favor of that bill during today's legislative session meeting were several members family members who've fallen victim to DUI drivers after losing their loved ones to a drunk or impaired driver.
News 3's Georgia Costa joins us live from the Regional Justice Center with more on how those victims are pleading with lawmakers for change.
Yeah, Jim and Marie, many of the people who I spoke with today who lost a family member due to drunk driving tell me they've been up and down these steps and through those courthouse doors right behind me plenty of times trying to get justice for their loved ones. Now they tell me that their hope is with Senate Bill 304, it will do just that.
There's not a day that goes by that's easier because
all the court appearances think it's been, 11 months now. 9 court appearances, so it's basically every month I have that in my head that we have to face the killer.
Denise Parrish, wife of Al Weiss, and Bailey Berger, Weiss's granddaughter who lost their loved one nearly a year ago in a car crash on April 28th, spoke out in favor of SB 304, saying current DUI laws don't amount to the loss they've had to endure.
not strict enough whatsoever. It doesn't matter if you only have one, you shouldn't have any, and if the law is 3 or more, it needs to be 1, because just one, you're going to get away with it, and that's not okay.
But they're going to get to see him. They're going to get to visit him. Like I said, this is a pause in his life, but it was a death sentence for my husband, for her, for me.
And 2 strangers who became widows on the same day nearly 2 years ago on April 13th after their husbands were killed by an impaired driver have now found support in one another, also voicing their grief, hoping to prevent others from experiencing the tragedy they are still working to make sense of.
You don't think it's going to be you until it's you. And it's hell. Every day is hell. And every day you have to get up and do it over again and again and again for the rest of our lives.
Maybe if the laws were stricter, people would think twice about getting in a car after they've been drinking. You know, if they heard 25 to life, oh my gosh, you know, they would. I think they would think a little differently.
Now, the sister of Nevada State Police Sergeant Michael Abadi and daughter of State Trooper Alberto Felix also testified in front of lawmakers Wednesday afternoon, pleading for change, saying these tragedies have become all too common after experiencing a loss of their own in November of 2023.
Took on a parental role, but every holiday, every birthday, every ordinary day, it's so hard.
I think this bill is extremely important for the state of Nevada on all aspects. I think that DUI is unfortunately something that happens all the time, all day, and the penalties right now are just not strict enough. It's just too much of a slap on the wrist.
And while all strangers, every victim in support of SB 304 say they all have the same goal.
I'm trying to be strong and I'm trying to do what's right. And I don't want anybody else to go through this. Ever. This is hell.
Now, Senate Bill 304 still has to go through a committee hearing to see if these changes will become law. But for now, reporting live from the Regional Justice Center, Georgia Costa, News 3.